Today, for the Bitcoin price with DavinciJ15, the price of Bitcoin fell off a cliff once again. We will talk about that. We will talk about what's going on in the markets right now and why the price level of 7,700 is extremely important and very crucial right now. And if we break it to the upside, to the downside, why we should brace for impact. So if you're already looking forward to that, make sure you smash up the like button. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel. And that being said, DaVinci, straight out of Bali. We are here in Moscow, so the most important question of today, nevertheless, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great. You know what? The warm weather and humid temperature has really helped my cold a lot, so I'm really glad to be here. How are you doing in the coldness of Moscow?
It's cool. It's like 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, so it's fine. Moscow is treating us very well. Amazing food, amazing networking events. So I think we have both a very good time. And you, dear viewers, we hope you have a great time also, even though the price is going down. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today, because as you know, the Bitcoin price just once more fell off the cliff again. And yeah, our trade was actually stopped out. We have to be honest right here, but it was stopped out on break even at least. So it's not the worst case scenario. DaVinci, can you maybe pull up the charts and let us know what you think is going to happen in for the Bitcoin market? You are a little bit more leaning to the bearish side, I guess, right now, and also the critical price level of 7,700 is extremely important to watch right now. So yeah, maybe we have a look at the charts and we see what you have to say.
Sure. Let's just take a look at first at that last trade. That last trade, I was so excited. I was like this. I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, yeah.
Yeah, man. I know this one. I know it.
Oh man, that was kind of a sad trade. But you know what? As I said before, you know what? We needed to like move our stop losses to break even if we went up, and then we went to the 61.8. And then if we went to the 61.8, move their stop to break even, and then if it comes back down, you know what? If it tests too many times, we have to get out. With that said, with that said, we have to take a look at the bigger picture, and you can see that we're testing again too many times the bottom here. So sad, so sad. If we break this bottom, if we break the 7,700 level, it's like lights out. We're going to be down and out for lights out for the price.
Yes.
For quite some time, probably even months.
No way. Stop it. So wait. You are saying the price level of 7,700 is very important. If we break it to the downside, you see the price of Bitcoin going back into the green long-term buying zone. And I think you mentioned just like 1 or 2 weeks ago, the price level of 5,400. Is 5,400 still in place if we break it to the downside?
Exactly. I mean, it will be a tough go. It was not going to go there easily.
Yes.
This trend line is going to, and the fact that this trend line coincides with the 61.8, don't expect a big bounce here, a very big bounce, but probably not breaking the 13 EMA. The shorts are going to come back in heavy force once we bounce off here, and we'll see where the 13 EMA is at that point, and then decide what's going on. But let's talk about what's going on today.
Yes,
if Bitcoin breaks down, I would suggest you short it at the 7,700 and take profits at 7,200 for sure, because this will probably be the point where a lot of people who have shorted way up here are taking profits right here. That's the most logical point to take profits. So expect a bounce there and that location. Now, with that being said,
yeah.
Yes?
No, I'm asking, so is it something like a breakout trade? If we break 7,700 to the downside, you personally would go into a short position and close it at 7,200?
Exactly. I'm actually when we broke down and broke our stop loss. So the original stop loss is 8,160. Sorry. I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to put a very tight stop short here, and I managed to jump in on that short here, as you can see on Bybit.
Oh yeah, you are in
And
profit. Cool.
yeah, I wish we could have done a video on that, but we just didn't. Our schedules did not line up, so we couldn't do anything about that.
Yes.
Looking at the dailies, everything looks ready for a very big move on the daily time frame. You can see the Bollinger Band has squeezed enough so that the daily looks like if it whatever direction it decides to go, it's going to be a very, very big move. And so we're looking at a very big move to the downside. If we come up to the 78.6, that could be a very big move to the upside.
That's
So that's a very long way.
8,600 for 8,600, and that's the flip side.
Yes,
So you are saying if
exactly.
we were to break down to the downside below 7,700, you would open a short trade, make a breakout trade, and then close it at 7,200. Nevertheless, if the price were to go up, you would only switch over to a bullish sentiment when we see the price going above 8,600, which is the crucial level for the upside.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And then you can take a look. You know, I did a little bit of more analysis on this price action on Bitcoin, and you can see that the RSI is just like all the way down. It's not breaking out to the upside. There is no upside momentum to go crazy long. We shouldn't have been moon boys. You know what? I have to be honest. I had the moon boyish desires. I wanted to see this thing break. I saw it break up a little bit above this line, and I thought, you know what, this was the breakout. And no, we
Yes.
are denied, and we have more room for the downside on the RSI. So we can pretty much expect more downside from here because it's the easiest direction for the price to go, unfortunately. So if you wanted to look for a trade, I would not be interested in getting in on a trade here. It's too dangerous down here. We could get a pop very easily, and if we do get a pop, look for it to come up to the 38.2. Right, really test my short trade here.
Yes.
I expect it to be tested before we actually break down further down.
I'm still listening. I just have to plug in the power because the power is dying. But please go on. Please go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I was thinking the 8,200 level. If we can maintain that level, I think that's probably where you'd want to take a short. I do believe that we're probably going to maintain that level. If we don't, make sure that you keep the stop should be no more than no more than the 61.8 to get out of your trade. If you want to do a tighter stop, you can do so, just like I have. However, make sure, I want everybody who's watching right now to make sure that your losses are very, very small. It doesn't matter what the percentage is, right? You can set whatever your the amount of money you want to lose in the Bybit system. It's just, do not use leverage like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna pick any leverage like 50x and use that. Don't do that. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Leverage is a tool, and you must understand how to use that tool properly.
Yes.
And we've discussed this in the Telegram group, because many people have made the same mistake. They just picked any kind of leverage, and they get liquidated well before their stop loss.
And that's very important, DaVinci. Thank you so much. For everyone watching, for example, if you open a short position, if we break down to the 7,700, and we are talking about stop losses here at, I don't know, 8,200. Like, if you have a high leverage, you get liquidated even before this price gets reached. So of course, in these kind of trades, we want to use like maybe a lower leverage, maybe like 10x, 5x. You don't have to go 50x every time. Like, it's just too crazy. Sometimes because of the huge wicks in Bitcoin, you get liquidated or stopped out before anything happens. And you do not want that to happen, because yeah, it can be actually very sad if it's only a wick which is pushing you out of the trade, and in the end you would have been in such a nice profit if your leverage was lower.
Exactly. So if you're looking for the breakout trade, you're going to be setting your stop loss. I would say, let's see here, where would we get stopped out? on a breakout trade is, well, you know what? Honestly, we have to wait for the charts to draw out, because you know what? I don't think we're going to fall below the 7700 on this go down. We are basically way oversold here on the 4 hour. The 4 hour also has a divergence trying to draw itself out. I expect a little bit of a test of this line here, then come back down and then pop back up again to the 38.2. So don't expect a breakdown just yet. It might still happen, but I don't think so. I think we have to do one more pop to the top and then full rollover for the final death blow. If we do break down and go straight down, we come up, test this purple line here, this trend line, because we've already broken through this trend line, and we just can't pass this trend line. Then I would say your stop loss would be set up here wherever this trend line, wherever we come up to on this trend line. So, for example, if we come up to the 7,982, that would be your stop loss point to break for your breakout trade of the 7,700 level. Yes. All right. So just so you know, make sure. Like, let's just say if it's $50 is all you could possibly stand to lose. It doesn't matter what the percentage is. You could set it to just do a little bit of math, and I explain how that math works in the Telegram group. If you want, just ask me there, and I'll explain it in the Telegram group. And you can only lose $50 is the maximum you can lose. And then, you know what, you could probably win probably about $100, $200.
Yes. And right, just imagine how that compounds over time. Also, DaVinci, thank you so much for also assisting people so much on Telegram. Actually, the people are very grateful for that. Thank you so much for taking your time always, even in Bali. We are here in Moscow, it's great. And now we are back into the lovely face mode. So everyone who's interested in the trade, we will share the trading setup again in Telegram. You will find the links down below. Also, if you don't have a Bybit account yet, or you only have one account, you can actually also have two for short and long-term trading. There is a link given down in the description down below. You get $60 for free. The instructions are very easy. It takes like 24 seconds. So make sure you check it out. The link on the top of the description and the pinned comment. DaVinci, thank you so much. Today was a little bit more of a bearish episode. It feels a little bit weird for me, but I mean, facts are facts, and if you lean more to the bearish side, it's great to discuss that, because we have opportunities in both ways, whether the price is going up or down. That being said, for everyone watching, don't take it as financial advice. You can see it, this is not financial advice. This is actually, we really stand by these words, but it's very important that you don't only have a trading portfolio. We say that always. You always should also have a long-term holding portfolio if you are a true believer in Bitcoin. It's not only about trading. You want to have Bitcoin. Once the huge moonshot comes, you will be left behind if you don't. So DaVinci, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great evening in Bali. You have a great dinner later on. And everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash up the like button. And DaVinci, do you have any last words to say before we wrap up today's episode?
Don't get wrecked.
Yes, do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And again, I forgot it. Pandora's wallet link in the description down below. Make sure you download it. If you didn't download it, make it right now. So we will see each other at the next round of MMCrypto very, very soon. And as always, guys, bye-bye. Bye-bye.